Okay, so this is not my usual live video. I'm going to try to do this as fast as I can because Mason's on his way. So I want to swap this out, get it to him. The saw runs good. So this is my aftermarket 660 Chinese, whatever, heavily modified, heavily mucked around with. I'm just going to start tearing stuff off this as fast as I possibly can. Because if I can get this back to him when he shows up, that would be good. I guess this highway handle has held up nice. I mean, it's still really stiff and rigid. You know, that's good. Again, I'm gonna rip this apart basically as fast as I can. So I don't know who's here. Now this is my 660, my Chinese 660 that I've had for a bit now, and we've taken this apart and put it back together, and this and that and the other thing. We've really mucked around with this saw a lot. And, you know, just to try to mess around and see what we can see on here. We're trying to get that magic spot for the cylinder head. You know, something that's not OEM, but also runs really good, you know. Let me bring it up here, that way I can see comments. But I'm going to just try to tear this down as fast as I possibly can. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry. Hey, Nikki. Yeah, definitely not in your saw. Most definitely not. Hey, Steve. We're doing good. So again, we're just screwing around here. That's all we're doing with this thing. Paid out for the new 500i. Wow. Some bucks. Hope he likes it. You know? This one. Missed. Pliers to pull them dang things. Yeah, so we're going for speed here, if at all possible. 2200, yeah. It's a cool saw. I don't know if it's $2,200 cool, you know. Whoa. That looks good. Old plug. I don't know why I had an old plug in this thing. Hey, Brett. Oh, there's a butt. Freaking thieves last night at the job. Oh. You know, every once in a while you get to catch those people. Every once in a while. Doesn't happen often, but every once in a while you get to catch them. I'm just going to pull the carburetor off here. I think I can pull the gas line off. Don't tell me you blew up the 500i. cleaning up around here, you know. Funny you mentioned an 8-foot level. I've wanted like an 8-foot level for a while. And I think it was like this summer where I was like, you know, this last summer, I think I was like, you know what, I've wanted an 8-foot level. I'd like to have an 8-foot level. And I went and bought one. It wasn't cheap. I got it Lowe's, you know, and probably nothing really super special, but like, you know what, I want an 8-foot level. Just to say I got one, you know? Well, that, and it helps with the sawmill if I'm trying to level things, you know? Longer stuff. Oh, God. That's expensive, Brett. Jeez. Pull the muffler. Gotta pull all the bolts out the muffler here. 2 minis up top. Not clogged at all. That's good. I can open it up more too, but piston looks good. Just look real quick. Machine marks are still there. A couple of minor scratches, but overall it looks pretty good. Yeah, if you're doing cabinets, it really, that's the stuff to be using. Muffler. Where's my 660 stuff? It's out in the shed. Shucks. Oh, crap. Gonna need a new gasket, I think. It's good to me. So this is one that I actually milled the base on. The squish band was not done on this, but I did a lot to the base, for sure. And we did all this live, so this is not something you guys haven't seen before. Had idle issue, 2 tanks later, starting issue resolved itself. Dealer needed to be notified. Okay. Come on. You're a bolt. You're supposed to fall out. What are you doing, buddy? I'm getting something on the fridge. Okay. What am I doing? I'm going to take the piston off and then pull that off. So the crank still looks great. Nice and clean. No issue there. The crank has looked really nice out of all this, which is cool. Okay, he's getting here. Mason's getting here 7:20-ish, he says. So I have a very short period of time. Put the other head back on, or other head on here. That's a better way to say that. Hardly has a wash on at this point. OEM pin bearing. I believe that's important. Hey Larry, nothing's wrong with it. We're just swapping out the head just to see if this other one runs better. Hey, we're just screwing around. This is just screwing around. That's all that this is. So yeah, the crank looks great. So no issue there. So the plan here is to take this head with a flat top piston, no pop-up, This is the one that Rattler did. He did the bass and the squish band on this one. And here we are hoping that the squish will be alright, you know, who knows. So, right, the other one, I need rubber part here before I do that. Ooh. Yeah, nothing exciting there. One thing too before I do this. To make sure there's no shavings here. Hey Jesse. Efren, how are you? Healthy and happy here. I know. See, it ain't so. There's a steel on the bench. I know. I know. We're just working on this. This is just for fun. Because the 660 does not have a lot of emotional significance for me. You know? Just doesn't. But still gonna be fun. Okay. Still gonna have fun with it, you know? Gotta have fun with it. This is somehow missing a clip. Just to make my life easier, you can actually use 394 clips here. Or at least I don't see why you couldn't. Same size. Nope, it does have the clip on that side. Okay. Can't get in. That's why. There's a clip on that side. Okay. No clip over there. Alright. That's actually a factory installed clip. So that's fine. So let's do this. Correct direction here. Going to put the piston in the head. I like putting the piston in the head first. That way you can make sure that the rings are exactly where you want them to be. So I am not changing anything here. All we did was drop the base. I had Rattler do the base and the squish. That's all we did. And there should be a little bit of play back and forth, which is good. D. Hamby, what's going on? How much of this is still parts? OEM piston pin, OEM piston pin bearing, OEM carburetor. I think it's a highway clutch, Oregon drum, probably OEM bar studs, OEM trigger, and that type of stuff. It's a aftermarket flywheel, aftermarket coil. OEM rubber mount here. There's definitely plenty of stuff on here that's OEM. I know a lot of people say they want me to do more steel stuff, but I don't have the incentive, guys. I just don't. You know what I mean? There's no incentive there. There really wasn't a whole lot of incentive to do the Husky stuff either. Oh, come on. Just kind of fell into it, you know what I mean? Might want to put the gasket on, right? Good job, Matt. Crank is Chinese. Bearings, I think, are Chinese. At least the PTO side is. I might have put a Nachi on the flywheel side, but the PTO side is Chinese, and they're fine, as far as I can tell. We are running probably 40 to 1 or more. Probably wouldn't be a bad thing to run like 32 to 1 on these. Ooh, that went in nice. Okay. Pins all the way in. Now I can work on a clip. Chinese 660 got pretty good, just linkage problems. Yeah, linkage problem, oiling issues. Right, the oiler has been modified. I know that. It's not an OEM oiler, it's just modified. It's a screw around saw. Oh, crud. Where's my other? It was nice to have helping hands. There's too much stuff in the way. I'm not used to all this stuff in the way. Hey. Okay. Try that again. Again, a circlip thing is just something you gotta practice. No, you can't use a 394. This is it's a 12 millimeter pin. I thought it was a 13 millimeter pin. Well, I don't know. I thought the 394s fit in here. Ooh, it's close. Good. It's not in the Larry's box. No, I'll never find it. Found it. Great. Oh. It's just not my night. Just not my night. It's in the crankcase, and I need to find it, you know. No, it's right here. Okay. These damn things fall into the crankcase. Oh. That was a little more room. Hey, James. 16 people here. Turn it upside down. Yeah, with all this stuff in there, a little harder to do that, but. That's a better angle. I can feel this. This is better. Click. Perfect. That's exactly as it should be. Okay. All these bolts essentially have to be on here, ready to go. I'm not using any greases or goops or nothing, again, because this is not necessarily likely to be on here for an extended period of time. One day I'm going to grind this damn thing off because this is stupid. There's a fin there that always blocks that, which is just dumb. I hate stuff that's dumb. I find Husky easier to work with. Overall, I find Husky much easier to work on. It makes more sense to me in my own brain. Some people love these 660s and the design, and it's simple and this and that, but I prefer the 394s. Can I get this back together in time for Mason to get here? He said he's coming at 7:20. All the pieces. So the intake parts around the boot here. Larry, where the damn thing pissed me. Yes. Yeah, everybody's got their favorites. Larry likes the 385. I just don't like the darn PTO bearing. You know, now it's not as much of a big deal for me because I've got the toolkit, but still, in principle, it annoys me. It's the proprietary bearings. I try to boycott saws with proprietary bearings in general. Now, the 660 is a bit of an exception. A, because it's the Chinese kit, but B, because the proprietary bearing has actually been made aftermarket. And you can actually swap the 385 PTO bearing for this if you want to. Shh, don't tell anybody. Okay. Carburetor. Fuel line on. This piece. That part. course, I'm doing all this. I haven't even checked the squish. Here's hoping that I measured correctly, and here's hoping that Rattler measured correctly. I don't think it's a head slapper. That's good. Check it quick. Mason's coming. And I can't have him down here because we're doing the social distancing thing, you know? Yeah, the crank is fine. I'm not worried about that. It's the head slapper question. Oh yeah, that's gonna be golden. I can already tell you. Just looking at it, we're good. 24 thousandths. So we can actually tighten that up a little bit, which I can do. Caius Corianis, welcome. Yeah, the 880 kit I might have to get. You know, just to do it for you guys. Not because I need one. I definitely do not need an 880. But if you guys are interested, then I can certainly see myself getting that. Okay, can I? Oh, it does come off. Okay. The gasket does come off. I'm pretty happy with this grinding. Looks good. Yeah, the 395 kit should be exciting too. The lack of aftermarket support on there has kind of driven me a little crazy. By the way, Larry, it's your box I'm driving around here. Or working around, rather. Just get one started. Get that started. Back to the zipper here. Before you, I guess you got to put it down tight. So that's tight. Because you can't get to these when the front plate is on. So kind of unfortunate, but you know. plate goes on. If you get the two lowers, odds are you'll get the uppers. Like I said before, this is just for screwing around. There's nothing super serious here. So, it's just for me and Mason to mess around with, you know. Want to eat hamburger helper? Oh, jeez. Efren, I can't stand that series of saw. I can't. I can't do it. 290s, 390s, 291, 391. Forget it. Yeah, James, I guess everybody's got a different perspective, huh? Man, I'm curious if the squish changes after running and retighten. Probably not much. Ultimately, if enough carbon builds up, then yeah, but that would take a while. Let me do this. Because they're a pain to take apart. I'm never doing any of those ever again. Never. It's not happening. You can get every visible bolt out of there, and it still doesn't come apart. It's incredibly frustrating. One, two. Bob, how are you? We're good. Good here, you know, hanging out. Mason showing up in literally 1 minute. Too long. What am I missing? That's on. I do want to put a different spark plug on there. Do I have one? Yeah, the only thing I've changed here now is the spark plug. Oh, I need to get compression. I know, I need to get a compression number. What am I thinking? I know you're gonna kill me if I don't get a compression number, right? Yeah, well, everybody's more or less healthy. I mean, we're sniffly. I'm still not over the congestion. I've got congestion in my chest and in my sinuses, but it's kind of like my usual thing. This is taking a little bit longer to get over. My daughter's feeling a little sinusy, kind of congested too, so. Oh God. I think I had this happen one other time too. Something was interfering. It pulled over fine just 2 minutes ago. What's the deal? Now I know why. Yeah, I swatched these stupid starter cover bolts. That's dumb. Dum-de-dum-dum. These are short. These are actually top cover bolts instead of starter cover bolts. Starter cover bolts are the longer ones. Might as well swap them now. Without breaking a new 250 engine, cut up some... I don't like 250s either. My father-in-law has one. I just don't like it. I'd rather be playing around with a 350. A Husky 350 rather than a Steel 250. Size and all that other stuff. It's my own personal preference. There are some guys that like them. And, you know, good for them. Not my thing. Katrina? Can you go outside and tell Mason that I'll be out in a minute? I'm putting the 660 back together. A minute. We need to get compression numbers. I pull it over now. Yeah.
Is a minute like 5 minutes?
Tell him to give me 5 minutes, and he can bring the saws over to the shed. Type A fluid was... I had Type A January. Oh God. There's 120. There's 150. 175. 180. 190. 195. We'll call it 195. A little bit of leak down. Almost 200. So yeah, that's about expected. Seems a little high. 200. Yeah, no. For a cut base and squish saw, that's about right. So Rattler did that. Did a nice job, as far as I'm concerned. Could actually tighten up the squish by just a few more thousandths, because it's like 24 thousandths right now. You need to take 4 thousandths off there, but you know, if you're fiddling around with things. Let's see how it runs now. You know? Bring this back to Mason. He can mess around with it. Haha. Yeah, cut. This was a good runner before. Not bad. Definitely not bad. Just wasn't awesome, you know? We're kind of hoping for awesome. Did I forget a starter screw? There's a screw here. Why? Top cover screw? Not there, not there, not there. Where was this screw?
Is the shed locked?
Yeah, again, I'll be right out. Got that screw. That one's correct. Where did that one come from? Nowhere else. I didn't take anything else off. It was just there? I don't know. Great. 1, 2. Oh, no. Side cover. Hopefully this one's not too long. Let's find out. Because this one was short. Yeah, okay. This one's short. Where's my short one? None of them are short? What the heck? I know. Aha, here it is. I put it on the AV mount. AV mount won't care. Good. Okay. Do your bolt checks, no joke. Yeah, that's gonna be good. I gotta run, guys. I'm gonna go hang out with Mason. I will talk to you later. If I figure anything out, I will let you guys know. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a great night and be safe. Be healthy. Be safe. Take care, guys.